welcome. You're watching Newsx and I'm Shivani Singh. They're called flying tanks. They are the world's most lethal attack helicopters, and they are finally completing their arrival in India. For years, the Indian Army has fought a different kind of battle, not just on the borders, but in the corridors of power, to get its own air assets, and to not solely rely on the Air Force for close air support. That battle has been won, and the firepower is arriving. Today, we look at a dual surge in India's defense capabilities. In the deserts of Rajasthan, the Army is receiving its final batch of Apache AH-64Es. And in the waters of Goa, the Navy is raising a new squadron of MH-60R Seahawks, the Romeo submarine hunters. Two American machines, two distinct frontiers, one clear message: deterrence. Let's start with the Army. For decades, if an Indian tank formation needed an air cover, they called the Air Force. That takes time. And in modern warfare, time is a luxury that you do not have. This month, the Indian Army Aviation Corps gets the final batch of its 6 Apache AH-64E helicopters. These aren't just choppers. They are battlefield game changers. Why? Because of where they are going. They are being deployed with the 451st Aviation Squadron in Jodhpur. This is for the desert sector, the tank country. Across the border, Pakistan relies on armored columns. The Apache is designed specifically to destroy them. It carries 16 Hellfire missiles. It has a 30 chain gun that can rip through light armor. But most importantly, it has the longbow radar. It can track 128 targets in less than a minute and prioritize the most dangerous ones instantly. The Indian Air Force already operates 22 of these, but this batch is different. These 6 belong to the Army. They answer to the ground commanders. It marks a doctrinal shift, integrated battle groups, where the tank on the ground and the tank in the air move as one. The delay in delivery, over a year, was a concern, but with this final batch, the squadron is now complete. Now from the sands of Rajasthan, let's move to the waters of the Indian Ocean. While the Army looks west, the Navy is looking south and east. The threat here isn't tanks, it is submarines. This week, the Indian Navy is commissioning its 2nd squadron of the MH-60R Seahawks in Goa. They call the squadron the Ospreys. The Seahawk is the maritime variant of the legendary Black Hawk. But don't let the family resemblance fool you. The Romeo is a hunter. It carries advanced dipping sonar to listen for enemy submarines deep underwater. It is armed with Mark 54 torpedoes and Hellfire missiles. It replaces the aging British Sea Kings, which have served us for decades but are now obsolete. So why does this matter now? Well, because the Indian Ocean is getting crowded. We know that China is sending its Yuan-class submarines into these waters. We have seen them dock in Sri Lanka. We have seen them in Pakistan as well. So to find a needle in a haystack, you need a magnet. And the Seahawk is that magnet. With 24 of these eventually in service, part of a $2.4 billion deal, the Indian Navy's ability to sanitize the water's depth gets a massive upgrade. But there is a bigger story here. Look at the hardware. Apache, Seahawk, Chinook, P-8I, Poseidon, MQ-9B drones. Are you noticing a pattern? They are all American. For decades, the spine of the Indian military was Russian. The Mi-35, the Sea Kings, British, the Kilo-class submarines, that era is fading. The war in Ukraine has exposed the supply chain risk of Russian hardware. India is diversifying and it is pivoting to platforms that offer interoperability. When an Indian P-8I aircraft talks to an American P-8, or when an Indian Seahawk communicates with a Quad partner's vessel, they speak the same digital language. And this is very crucial for the Indo-Pacific strategy. The takeaway is this: India is hardening its shell. The army is closing the gap in the desert and the navy is tightening the net in the ocean. These flying tanks and submarine hunters are expensive, billions of dollars in total. But in a neighborhood like ours, weakness is far more costly. The machines have arrived, the squadrons are being raised. The question now is not about capability, but about indigenization. We are buying the best from the world, yes, but the ultimate goal remains the Prachand and the IMRH, India's own helicopters. Until those platforms mature, the Apaches and Seahawks will hold the line. The message to our adversaries is clear. The vigil is constant and the response, if provoked, will be lethal. Thanks for watching.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.